we only got a few days till our first test day, so got a lot of work ahead of me. Okay, so I kind of got a lot of stuff going on. I got some paint going on here. I am waiting on some wire to come in from Amazon so I can wire up the fuel pumps before I put everything back together in the back. And I'm moving a couple things, which means I can shorten this thing up 4 inches. And I can also get rid of all these braces. So that's gonna remove a ton of weight from the back of the car. So I got the back half cut apart. We got a bunch of pieces here. Let's see what we're gonna save, because I think it's gonna be quite a bit, because all this stuff is pretty thick, heavy stock that I did before I really knew what I was doing. I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm learning. Yep. Boop. And that's another 8.5 pounds just from that. All I did was shorten up the back 4 inches, and we're gonna have to make a new mount for the trunk, which I'm probably gonna just come off the side of the quarter panel with a Zeus fastener or something. So it should be pretty light. So hell yeah. So this roof is 15 pounds 4 ounces. I can guarantee you the other one is not that. We'll put our Big Nut Club roof on here. And it is 8 pounds 12 ounces. So we're saving about 7.5 pounds, give or take. So not bad, especially where the weight is. That's a lot of weight off the top of the car. So hell yeah. Got the roof on here, fitted up pretty good. I aligned it. So now I'm gonna tape the thing down, drill my holes every, I'll probably do 4 on the side here, maybe 3. I'll probably do 4. 4 on the side here. I'll probably do 5 across the edges on the front and the back to try to hold the thing down so it doesn't lift up as much as possible. All right, we got the first ever body work on this thing. I freaking hate body work. Look how wavy that is. I went to school for that and I'm terrible at it. But this is all welded up. It looks good. I already checked that fits. So I gotta make some brackets for that. But I think I'm gonna try to get this body work fixed up. So Clint's sick. Everybody's been sick. The world is fighting me to get this thing done. I'm just trying to roll with it. I'm doing 75 things at once because I have too much ADD and just trying to do what I can. Okay, I'm finally getting really stoked about this car. We got the side painted, it looks fantastic. The interior is painted. This is really what's getting me fired up, is the car looks super fresh and Granted, I didn't do it all, you know, I'm not gonna do all that because it gets ruined so fast with tire and stuff, but I touched up the front a little bit so it's crispy, got all the paint chips off it, and we're looking really good to start putting this thing together. Okay, so this is our driver's side motor mount. She's seen a little bit too much horse torque, so she's bent the shit, bumped up to a 1/4 inch plate here. This is also an offset 1 inch motor mount, and hopefully we won't bend her again. So we got Mike here. We're gonna throw the old motor into the car and try to get as much done as we can, because I was supposed to go racing Friday or Saturday, and it's definitely not gonna happen because it's Thursday. And it looks like that. But I got help, so it's great. Rick at RTS took care of our G-Force GSR. It's all refreshed. A lot of the stuff's brand new. So hopefully we won't have any transmission issues this year. That seems to be the going thing with us. It's always a transmission issue. ACT rebuilt the clutch for us, so that's all brand new. And I got the whole underside almost all done. Tycon exhaust is fitted. I got some new bushings in the control arms because I was running stock bushings since we're doing some prototype stuff in the rear, and it's coming together good. So we gotta do the new regulation has a different cutoff switch, so I gotta put that in and run a couple grounds on the bottom of the engine and fill up some fluids, and underneath is done. All right, let's try it. Let's see if she runs. Nope. Okay, so I found out that one of my map sensor pins was bent. When I went to plug it in, it felt a little weird, but I got it to click. I didn't really check it. This morning, I looked through the codes on the Link ECU and found out that it wasn't reading the map sensor. I checked it, pulled the plug out, and I fixed the pin. Hopefully that's all it was. So we're gonna try to fire this up now, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna run. So as long as the battery's good, which it was on the charger all night. So let's try it. How many people you know that are so confident in their motor they start a car with no gauges? Sounds great. Hell yeah. Okay, so the TBM brake adapter kit won't work. We got Hot Bit playing on the TV. Round one, super stoked to watch that. But the brakes, it mounts to a brake hole, and then you cut it and it mounts to one of these bolts for the hub. The Wisefab knuckle, everything is different. This is a prototype knuckle, but nothing fits. So it will fit right here. So I gotta go over to Clint's and see if we could plasma cut something to bolt onto this. So we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, you can tell that it's almost the race season because
God.
What?
What does the Latin say? Clint's a god?
No, it says you're a bitch.
No, I know.
You have a small vagina.
That's in Latin.
Clint has a small vagina.
In Latin is litter, and so it doesn't say that on here. So what does it say?
It says we're getting better.
Consistently, like, shut the f***ing lie. You're working. You're not getting better.
That was the saying since like before the first year. We're getting better.
It'll work. That doesn't.
What is that?
It's a GoPro.
Oh, okay.
So we got the whole team here. Clint's not working. He's
once again, Chris is videoing while I'm drunk and arguing. No, not at all.
He's always drunk and arguing. It doesn't matter if I'm videoing or not. Chris is over here getting shit done. Chris is going to be on the team this year. Super stoked. Clint's going to be our crew chief. Jace, Clint's buddy. He's apparently a sheet metal god, so he's over here helping out. And I'm just here drinking beer and making sure they have what they need, actually. I'm barely doing shit, so.
I need one.
Yeah, see? Just making sure they have what they need. So, shit's going good. I'm hoping to get some testing next week on this thing. I think that's doable, and we're putting in the work. So, the biggest thing is getting this rear radiator shroud in, because I moved the radiator up like a foot, basically. And we need to get a big old shroud in there to get all the air in. So that's what we're working on, and Chris is putting the whole car back together. So we'll get her done, and hopefully it'll all go good. And Clint's forming Lexan.
Not forming.
Allegedly.
We're not forming it.
He's not doing shit.
We need more heat.
He's not doing anything. All right, so we had everybody over here working their ass off. We got this back cover almost done. We're gonna make a nice little trim strip here to make this look perfect, and we'll get our holes drilled after that. But that looks super good. We only got a few days till our first test day, so I got a lot of work ahead of me, but the car already runs, it almost stops, and we only got a couple more fluid lines to hook up, so we'll be getting there. I'll run this thing like this. I'm gonna try to make it look good, but I don't really care if it looks good. All right, the car is coming together great. We got FD Long Beach on the TV over here, just hanging out. Most of the interior is in. We got our dashboard in, wirings wrapped up, seats. We got the coolant hoses covered, and we finally got some nice mounts for our fuel canisters back here. Fuel started selling these, so that's awesome. Those are in a much better spot. We got new top hats for the shock, so these are way easier to adjust. So that's gonna help us do some changes at the track, and everything looks really good. We're gonna have to do some stuff to get the taillights mounted and all that, and I still gotta put the rear window in, but it's super close. We weighed it. The car weighed like 2950 without me in it, which is a lot lighter than it was before. We're gonna just have to measure it once all the body panels are on, because we're probably gonna pick up quite a bit of weight. So got a lot of little things to do. Still got to put the body on, windshield in, bolt the roof, all that stuff, but it is coming together really good. Got a bunch done last night. The window is in. We got our brace made for the center. It looks great. The optic armor fit perfect, and it looks really good. Hopefully it's super scratch resistant. Roof fit perfect. This is the new Big Duck Club roof. It's actually pretty sturdy once it's bolted, and it's super light. Looks great, fits perfect as well. The back window we made here, so it's not super perfect, but it does the job and it looks pretty good. I got my screen door mesh cut, ready to go. I just have a trim ring that goes on top of it. That's painted right now, so I'm waiting for that to dry. Basically, I folded the edges so it's nice and stiff, and we'll screw it right down with that trim ring, and it won't be able to come out. And that will protect us from getting a bunch of rubber and dirt in the radiator. So super helpful. I think Stookie was the one that said it in an interview or something. I'm like, wow, that's a really good idea, because I was having to clean the radiator like every event. She's coming along. We're really close, so hopefully I can get this done quickly, get the alignment and suspension adjustment done, and we can go to the track and see how she does. So this fender came out really good. I barely had to adjust the holes to make it fit right, and it looks great. These are really sturdy too, so I'm hoping I don't have the saggy butt with the bumper on here. If not, we're gonna brace this anyway. I think that's how we're gonna mount the trunk. So hopefully no more saggy butt. But the other side is not as nice, so I'm not even gonna show you, but I had to open the holes up quite a bit. All right, so I'd like to introduce Odd Han. They're one of our new sponsors for 2025. Super stoked to be running them. The wheels look freaking amazing on the car. and they're really, really light wheels, and they're super good quality. So they have a bunch of different options. They look good on your race car, and they have like a bunch of really cool like smaller wheels if you have like a Civic or whatever. But these are sick, and I love it. They look a lot better. The black's gonna be sick because it's gonna offset the super bright colors, and I'm pumped. Still haven't made the trunk mount, but the car's aligned. She's ready to rip, brother. The trunk probably won't get mounted because I'm gonna spend all day tomorrow working on the Fusion. Hopefully I can figure out what's wrong with it. Okay, we are 2 days away from trying to go to our test event, and I super f***ed up. I forgot that I had only put 2 bolts in the rotors here for test fitting the brackets, so I broke both of the rear rotors. I'm gonna try to flip them and salvage them because they've got a few good bolt holes, and if I flip them, they will be riding on the part that's not broken. So it's kind of sketchy, but we'll do testing with it, and I'll do my first few laps by myself, and I'm gonna order some new ones for FD. So that super sucks. And then we have a really, really bad valve cover leak. Everything's soaked, it's all over the floor. I don't really know how that happened, but I think I had one in stock, so pretty stoked about that. We got Mike here, he works with me at SpaceX, doing the thing. He's checking the wiring on the Fusion, because that's what he does in his spare time, is wiring, because he's a nerd. And hopefully he can find out what I messed up and see if we can get the Fusion running good, because I'm gonna focus everything on the car, which wasn't my plan today, but the test drive kind of went shitty, to be honest. It seems like it's got no grip in the back, but it looks like I couldn't get any heat in the back tires, so the real test is gonna be at the track, and we have a couple tricks up our sleeves to try to put more grip in it. But for now, we're gonna fix those 2 issues. Then hopefully I can get that done quickly so Mike can get some help doing this Fusion stuff, because I probably screwed it up super bad. So it's great, everything's great. All right, Mike, what did we learn?
Plug stuff in.
No, that cars suck. So we got the wiring all done last night. Mike found almost, I think there's 1 good solder splice out of all of them. And we went through everything. Mike soldered everything super good. Went to go start the car and it wouldn't start. Losing our minds. We went home because it was like 11 o'clock. Came back in, I looked at it fresh. I noticed the connector looked like it wasn't plugged in all the way, but it was like plugged in pretty good. And I tried plugging it in like 4 times, and finally I got it to plug in right. So because that connector is broken, it just didn't want to seat. And here we are. Thanks, Mike. So now we gotta let the thing get hot, and I'm pretty sure that this is gonna run good. Okay, so the car is up to temp already, and it seems like it's running great. So I'm really stoked. Yeah, it's no breakup anymore. She's running perfect. I think she's ready to go drifting, bud. Hell yeah. Let's get loaded. Alright, made it to the first event of the season. We got our S550 Mustang and the Fusion made it. It runs great. We figured it out. So super pumped. We're at Texas Motor Speedway with Urban Racing. To fit the 2 cars in, we did have to take the whole back off the Mustang, but everything was smooth here. I can't wait to get some testing done and see how fast we can make this car. So we we did a few laps and the car keeps shutting off on high corners. We did one good lap. It felt good, but we definitely need to try to figure out why it's shutting down. So we're gonna look over the car, see if there's anything loose, and get back out there. Fucking been super busy, so I haven't done any videos. We got the homies in the car. Everybody's ready. We're driving the Fusion. It rips. We drove that. It rips. And we're having a blast. So watch us tear it up. We're doing sick tandems all day. And I'm just pumped. This thing's awesome. Even it's still... Okay, it was an awesome weekend. We're super busy, but super stoked. Everything went really well. We're gonna we're sending the car to Renspec. They're actually gonna take it from here and bring it straight over there. So then next time I see it, it's gonna be all freshened up. So we're sending that with our Big Duck Club body panels. Everything's gonna be brand new. And the Fusion did really well. Super excited about how that car is running and driving. But I was driving through the parking lot and bolts fell out of it. So now the shifter does not work. So nothing's broken, simple fix. So just put a couple bolts in there, I'll Loctite it. And it was on the shifter itself, so not a big deal. We can get it into the trailer and do a quick fix once we get on the lift. So hope you guys liked the video. This was a super great event, had a bunch of fun, and if you guys ever have a chance to go to Texas, we got drifts in Fort Worth and Austin. There's great events all over the place here, and check it out.